Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For anyone new here, my name is Zaya and we talk about all things money. So today is going to be your second stimulus check update for May 28th. Again, this is your second stimulus check update for 5/28. Today I'm going to talk about three different areas. First, I'm going to touch on actual states and local governments giving their own stimulus check. Yes. Second, I'm going to touch on the actual second stimulus check update. I'm going to update more on when are we expected to see this second stimulus check / second stimulus package happening and what we can look forward to, what we think the second stimulus package will actually include. And lastly, I'm going to wrap up with the Payment Protection Program loan. We have some updates with that. The House and the Senate are going to vote on their own respective bills later in the day. So I'm going to fill you guys in on that. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then go ahead and smash the subscribe button down below and hit that like button to show some appreciation, and also comment down below. I want to know, did you get your stimulus check already? Let me know when you think another bill is coming. And if you could choose the exact bill, what would it look like? If you could choose how much money in stimulus we would get, let me know down in the comment sections down below. All right guys, let's get to the video. So starting off, I want to talk about actual states giving out their own stimulus. Yes, Jacksonville, Florida. The City Council of Jacksonville has actually voted a couple days ago and decided that they would give another round of $1,000 worth of stimulus money to 5,000 families in their community. And I say it again because roughly a month ago, the City Council of Jacksonville has actually already voted to give $1,000 worth of their own stimulus money in addition to federal stimulus money of that $1,200 to 40,000 families in their community. I bring this up to say that Jacksonville, Florida was able to do that because of the large portion of money appropriated to different states by the federal government with the CARES Act. And why this is exciting to you is because Mitch McConnell has already said that he does want to provide funding to state and local government. So with this next stimulus package, if more states get money for COVID-19 relief efforts, they can use that money to also give out stimulus money to you guys. Also, states and local governments have been doing different efforts to help with COVID-19 relief efforts. That could be by providing food at food banks. So various things that you can do. You can also petition your local state government to give that money in stimulus money if you want. So you can do that through grassroots efforts, which I am a big fan of. All right, moving on, I want to talk about this second stimulus check / package and what's going on with that. There have been a few people who've contacted me and asked me, hey, when am I getting my second stimulus check? It's been passed, right? And so I wanted to clarify that there has not been any sort of bill passed, any sort of second stimulus package actually officially passed and signed by the president. There's only been the HEROES Act, which has been passed in the House and is currently in the Senate, waiting to be negotiated on, waiting to be brought to the Senate floor, and waiting to be either passed or not passed. Now, what we know from this HEROES Act is it's really expensive. It's $3 trillion worth of funding, and Republicans are not okay with that. Specifically, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says that he's not going to pass any sort of act that is more than $1 trillion worth of funding. So the chances of that HERO Act passing in its entirety is slim to none. What I will say is we know that there's going to be another stimulus check. Now, I can't tell the future, of course, but we know that Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, as well as President Trump, as well as the Chairman of the Fed, Jerome Powell, has all come out saying that we need stimulus money. They know that Americans need money in their pockets. We already know that the House and the Democrats in the House and the Republicans in the House, I guess, know that as well, because they passed that HEROES Act, which has a provision saying that it will provide stimulus money to Americans, roughly $1,200, and also $2,400 for, of course, married couples, and an extra $1,200 for dependents. So we know that Congress on a whole and the president knows that we need stimulus money. But also, election year is coming up, and a big topic of choice when voters go out to the poll will be how well did this politician help during COVID-19, these very hard and trying times. Additionally, we know that we are creeping closer and closer to reports that look pretty similar to the Great Depression. So during the Great Depression, we lost 25% of jobs. and we're slated to move pretty close to that, especially after this month of May. So all that to be said, A, we need some sort of federal jobs program with job creation, but also B, these politicians know that we need some sort of stimulus money to provide relief. The only things that have really been proposed thus far and are being talked about is a $5,000 stimulus check. I call it more like a $5,000 stimulus loan because it's borrowing from our Social Security money. Also, there has been a $4,000 tax proposal proposed, as well as a $450 a week go back to work incentive proposal. And so those are kind of the three main things going on right now, but we will have to see. So when we can expect this, I would say in roughly a month. That gives the congressmen and women enough time to debate the bills going on. And also we know that there's gonna be a July 4th recess, and there's no way these Congress members are stepping out of their buildings without having provided some sort of stimulus relief to American people. I really don't think that will happen. So you can look for our second stimulus package / second stimulus check in roughly a month. Okay, moving on, I want to talk about the Payment Protection Program, the PPP loan. So as the loan stands right now, you as a small business owner have 8 weeks to spend that money, and then you have roughly 2 years to pay that money back at a 1% interest rate. Additionally, you can only spend 25% of the money given to you on expenses. The next 75% has to be spent on payroll. Now today, the House and the Senate are both going to vote on their own bills to actually extend and change those PPP loan requirements. And so I want to talk about that. But first, if you're a small business owner and you haven't gotten any money, there's quite a bit of PPP loan money outstanding and ready for you to claim. If you're having trouble getting that money through your bank, then try different avenues such as PayPal and also other fintech companies that can also provide you loan money. Okay, so moving on into what the House and Senate are both proposing. So starting off with changes that have been proposed by the House wants to actually increase that 8-week time period to 24 weeks or to December 21st, whichever one comes first. Secondly, the House wants to change the years that you can take to repay that loan to 5 years instead of 2 years. Also, the House says that they want to do away with that 25% rule and kind of extend that so businesses can actually pay more money towards expenses rather than focusing just on payroll, which I think is pretty interesting coming from Democrats, who I see as more the type to want to ensure that businesses are using their money to pay for their employees or to keep employees on. But I guess it makes sense as we get more and more, as this COVID-19 cases go on more and more, I guess businesses are having a harder time paying their expenses, such as their utilities and their actual rent to actually stay open. Moving on, they also want to create some sort of transparency with these PPP loans, I guess just ensuring that that money is going towards the businesses and payroll and not necessarily 100% in the owner's pockets. So I guess that would be good. Moving on, the Senate actually wants to increase that time period from 8 weeks to 16 weeks. So definitely we're seeing a shorter time period than the House, but also they want to extend the date for which you can apply for this PPP loan towards the end of the year. Right now, the deadline is June 21st. The House is going to vote on this later in the day, but the Senate is also, even though the Senate is currently on recess, they're going to convene for a quick meeting, and the bill still has a possibility of getting passed in the Senate. However, it has to be passed by unanimous vote. So definitely stay tuned. We'll see what happens with that. I think it might be kind of hard to pass by unanimous vote, but I bet that the bill will be passed in the House. But I think on a whole, we know Senator Marco Rubio is spearheading this effort on the Senate side, and he is pretty confident that they're going to be able to get some sort of bill passed. So this is exciting. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of these PPP loans? Do you prefer the Senate's proposal or do you prefer the House's proposal? Let me know what you think about the second stimulus check when it's coming, and also let me know what you think about states actually providing their own relief efforts for COVID-19. All right, guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, bye.